We are lucky to have with us and among our group, Mr. Scott Clements. He is a multi-year videographer. He won't say specifically how long he's done it, but he said long enough. So he's going to tell us a little bit about marketing in the new age. From It's a Rat Video, Mr. Scott Clements. Thank you,
sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, now I'm gonna start off by telling a story that demonstrates a point. Some of you may have heard this, but there's a couple, they're newlyweds, and they have decided to host their family for a Christmas dinner. So the wife's in cooking the turkey. She cuts off the one end and the other end of the turkey, and the guy says, you know, honey, why are you doing that? She says, well, my mom taught me how to do that, and that's just how we've done it, and I think it's better flavor. I think that's why we do it. And he wasn't satisfied with that, so the mom's at the kitchen table. He went to her and said, hey, you know, Martha, why did you teach Mary to cut off the ends of the turkey when you cook it? I don't understand why I've never seen that happen before. And she said, well, you know, that's how my mother taught me. We've always done that because that's the way you cook a turkey. We know that. So Grandma's in the other room, and he says, I got to find out why they do this. So he goes in and finds Grandma and says, Margaret, you cut off the ends of the turkey when you bake a turkey, right? Why did you teach your daughter to do that? She says, I haven't done that in 40 years. I used to do it because our basting pan was too small for the turkey to fit into, and I had to do that. But the point is that all this time they kept doing it because that's the way they were taught. That's how they did it. And I think when you're talking about marketing, especially in this day and age, there's too many people doing that. They're doing the same things they've been doing for years, and what they don't realize, if you look around, the world's changing at a very rapid rate. And that's where I'm trying to get the point I'm trying to get across today. It's going to tie in. It's not going to be just about video marketing. It's going to be about marketing in general, and I hope you get some ideas out of this on how you can make some changes. For any business owner, marketing is not an option, it's a must. You should know that by now. If you don't, figure it out, because it is. Now we're going to go to 30,000 feet. This is the high end. And I want you to think about what's going on right now around the world. And here's some things that you need to consider when you're doing your marketing. Big picture stuff. Okay, the times are changing. Last year, for the first time, 2013, people spent more time online on their computers, iPads, and iPhones than they did in front of the TV. That's a major change, major. It used to be like 80-20 TV. So think about that, how that'll impact your business as you're marketing. You got to dare to be different. Seth Godin, he talks about purple cow. You got to be different. Right now, everybody is out there marketing in certain ways. If you're not different, you're going to get lost in the crowd. As a small business owner, you can't do that. You got to be different. And you got to break through the clutter. Okay, people are going mad out there with messages. Everywhere they turn, there's a marketing message. All day long, all week long, they're all over. If you look at your kids, the teens, they're classic examples. They go through their Twitter. You watch them. They're going down their Twitter feed. Then they get the 100. Oh, I'm going to check that out. Why they check that one out? I don't know. You got to figure that out. What's going to make people stop and watch your advertising? Whether it's TV, print, whatever you're doing, you got to figure out what they want and give them what they want, so they get their message to them. Okay, here's some questions for you guys. Do you still read through your direct mail? You remember how you used to, your parents and maybe you a long time ago, you get the direct mail on Wednesdays, it's now about an inch thick, and you used to go through that and find the coupons and deals. I don't know about you guys, but now it sits on my counter for about 2 days and then it goes in the recycle. We just don't have time to do that. TV commercials. Last night my wife says, you gonna watch 24 with us tonight, Scott? I said, yeah, I'll see you at 9:30 because it starts at 9. So why do we do that? Well, 9:30 we start on the DVR, we go through, we blow through all the commercials, watch a whole hour episode in 40 minutes. We blow through the commercials because we can. And this is I'm going to talk about it in a minute, it's driving the big marketers crazy. It's causing big changes. Yellow pages, do you use them for anything besides a doorstop anymore? Or fire kindling? That's all I use it for. But they still come, I don't know why, they're still coming. Remember your dad used to read the newspaper every morning, have his coffee, get up half hour before work and read the newspaper. Who does that anymore? Not very many people. A few people might, but not very many. You're the exception, Toby. I told you that before. Okay, so the marketing before, the big guys, my old company, Procter & Gamble, they owned TV advertising. Soap opera, the word came from their Ivory soap commercials of the 50s. They are the #1 TV advertiser of consumer products in the world. You know what they're doing now? The last 2 years, they've set the TV advertising industry on its end because they're pulling back TV ads. Where's it going? Where do you think?
Online.
Online, digital. It's all 35% of their marketing budget this year will be geared towards digital. 35% of that marketing budget equates to $4.7 billion. They're saying that way. Why? Because that's where the eyeballs are. That's where people are going. So you need to think about that, figure out how you're going to get those eyeballs that place. Now it's a level playing field because you know what? They're really coming into our playing field. Social media, we were there first. You got YouTube. You guys can compete against the big guys there, and that's what's so exciting about this for small business. Okay, the new consumer, hey, they have a short attention span. They learn best with multiple senses. That's why videos are so big right now. They can see and hear and kind of get a better feel. They want to choose their own material. They've got their hand on the lever now. They can decide if they want to watch those TV commercials or not. They decide what they want to watch online. You got to go out and figure out what they want. And they want to be entertained was the top one. Okay, I'm not going to go through each of these specifically, but TV, direct mail, billboards, newspaper ads, the higher barriers to entry, less effective than before. Their declining ROIs is from what they once had, so you got to keep that in mind as you're out there choosing your vehicles to use. Okay, what I'm going to talk about now is social media. They're all around. It's all around. Can be a very good vehicle, but there's an old saying, never build your house on someone else's land. What does that mean? Well, if anyone that was out in Google 7, 8 years ago, they're making a fortune on Google, then what happened? Overnight, Google changed their algorithms. Guys were doing big bucks. They lost 75% of their business overnight. Why? They built a house on somebody else's land. Facebook right now. What's going on there? About 5 months ago, 4 months ago, they changed their algorithms around. You worked your tail off the last 3 years. You got 1,000 fans on Facebook. And every time you put a post out, 700 of those fans were seeing it. Life was good. You got your message out there. Today, if you have 1,000, probably 150 people are seeing your post because they changed it up. And you know what? It's their game, their bat, their ball, their rules, right? So, what does that leave? Okay, if you talk to any of the big marketing gurus now, there's one local here, Pat Flynn. He's a great guy. I encourage you to go to his website. Maria Foreo, there's a lot of them out there. They'll tell you, you build your email list. You build your email list. You can talk directly to your customers. How much does it cost you to send an email?
I think it's free.
Okay, how much would it cost you to send everybody in here one email?
I think it's free.
It's free, right? So you get your message out to, if you only have their email address, you get your message out there directly to them. You control the message, you control the platform. It's not a bad way to go. But you build the list is the hardest part on that. Video marketing, let's talk about that now. How much does it cost, Toby, to put a YouTube video on YouTube?
Nothing.
It's nothing. How long will it stay there once you get it up there?
As long as you leave.
How much does it cost every time someone clicks and watches your video on YouTube?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay. It'll also help you increase your Google ranking. Google loves video. What's the #1 search company in the world? Google. What's number 2? YouTube. Google owns YouTube. It's a perfect marriage, so be on YouTube. Prospects will stay longer on your website. 6 times longer if they go the first time, there's no video. They'll stay 55 seconds. With video, 6 minutes. You can direct them on that video to anywhere you want them to go afterwards. If you want them to go from this video to another video, this video to your website, all you gotta do is click that little box you put on the screen and they go there. What a beautiful thing. What a great way to market. And if you have a video, it helps build relationships. People want to know who they're dealing business with. If they get 5 estimates on something, but one guy sends a video back, hey, I like him. I like his employees. I like how they work around my house. I'm going to hire them to do my crown molding. Okay, so that's the last frontier. Now I want to show you one example. I'm going to finish it with this. And I think we're going to show video and who each, I'm not sure I need to do to get this up there, but has anyone heard of Dollar Shave Club?
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
Okay, as that winds down, the story behind this is that guy started a company. The company he's taken on, Gillette and Schick. It's a $13 billion category. He said, I'm going to join, but I can't go to Walmart and say, hey, put this up by those guys, and they're going to charge $250,000. So what he did, he's going direct to consumer. And advertising, he said, I'm going to do a video. I'm not going to do the regular stuff. So they started in the end of 2011. 2012, they had 1,000 customers. He put that video up on YouTube. Within 48 hours, he had 10,000 new people signed up for his program. That's what video can do. So far, he's had over 15 million hits on this. Life is good. He's starting to go into other product lines. $60 million is what they're projected to do this year, all in the course of 2 to 3 years. So that's what video, now that's an exception. That's not what you can expect when you do video, but that's what it can do. Why? Because that's where the people are. You gotta have a creative message and you're set. So in summary, you gotta get ahead of the trends. You gotta see what's going on out there around you. You gotta get out front and don't be a follower in this time. And right now, you need to get online, you need to get video. You gotta build your email list. We talked about that. Add video to your website, engage your audience, interact with them, and increase your conversion rate. So that means if you talk to 100 people and you're getting one of those right now as a customer, what do you have to do to get 3 of those as a customer? Then you don't need to talk to any more people. All you gotta do is convert the ones that you're already talking to. Okay? So conclusion, it's a little messed up there, but I'm gonna pass out a list. I do about a monthly kind of an email newsletter. I send out how different ways to use video, why you can, some stats. It's very simple. I don't clutter up your email box, 1 per month. That's all I can find time to do. If you want to get on here, just fill out your name and email on that, and I'll put you on the list and start sending stuff to you. I have one other offer to make everybody. For the next 90 days, if you know of any business owner that could use my services in video, I am going to offer 10% back of the annual revenue they do with me for the first 12 months. So therefore, I had a customer up in Vista. We did $10,000 last year doing different trade show videos and all. You make an introduction for me, it takes you 30 minutes, whatever it might take you time-wise. If that goes on, I'll let you know what's going on there, and you get 10% back or whatever. That would be $1,000 to you for a half hour's worth of your time. So think about that. Thank you for your time, and back to you, Will.
Thank you, sir. Good job. That was
Thank you.
good.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.